Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a fillable form in Adobe Acrobat DC like this. You can see I have a form for a fictional college in a PDF format where you can insert your name. You can also insert your picture. Okay, in block section you can scroll through and insert a category. You have checkboxes like these where you can select multiple options. Calendar inside this form where you can select a date. You have a category for numbers where only numbers can be inserted. A drop-down list where you can select an item. And lastly, you have the option to reset your form so that you can enter fresh data. Let me show you. And you also have the option to insert radio buttons where only one of the many options can be chosen. If you choose one, the other can't be chosen. And lastly, you have the option to submit. If you try to submit, it would take you to your email address or whatever URL you would use in its codes. In order to create this form, first we need to open a Microsoft Word document. I have opened a fresh Microsoft Word document. First, you need to make sure that you have maximum margins. So click Layout, go to Margins, and you have narrow margins. And now we would go to Insert a Table. I have speed up this part of the video. If you find it difficult to follow, then you can slow it down a bit. First, we need to create a table, fill in all the fields as per your need. This will be turned into form in Word format. First, as you see some of the cells were merged together to get greater space for photograph and drop-down lists. Furthermore, increase the size of the table so that it looks good when it is sent out to people over internet. When your form in Word format is ready, you can export this form as a PDF and save it on your desktop. We should save it as Adobe PDF. Save, name to. Now this is the table that we have developed using Microsoft Word. Let me open it in Adobe Acrobat DC. Here we have the skeleton of our form. In order to make a fillable form, you can go to Tools, scroll down, Prepare Form. Click over it and you have two options. Scan a document. Since we are not scanning a document, so we will use this option. This document requires a signature. We will keep it as unchecked. Click on Start. And here we go. Adobe Acrobat DC has filled in the field automatically, but we will change all of these as you would see as we progress ahead. For the name part, everything looks good. For developing a form, we will use these options that are being shown on the top of the ribbon. First one is add a text field. You can see Adobe Acrobat DC has automatically added text fields. You can remove any one of them and add one of your own choice. Let me show you. For example, I don't want this name field, so I would click over it, press delete. Now you can go to add a text field and bring a new text field. Click, you can adjust its size, whatever size you want, and it's done. You can also increase or decrease the size of the field, text field. For the picture, we will delete the text field. Now we will go to add an image, click over it, and here we can insert a picture. You can also adjust the size of the picture. Click on all properties. Now you have some options. For example, go to appearance. Let me use beveled. Instead of thin, I would use medium. For fill color, I would use this one, and for border color I would use dark color. You can change the font, or you can also change the size of the font. Position, you can increase or decrease the size of this text field. Change any of these options, go to actions, and we don't need to use any of these fields, so we will click close. Now if you go over here, if you go to preview and click on here, you can see you can go to your browse and insert a picture. Let me get back to edit. In case of blocks, I would delete the already inserted text field. I will go to add a list of choices and we can insert it over here. Let me adjust its size. Right click, you can go to properties, and here we can insert its name. Also we can insert a tooltip. I would keep the thing simple. Border color, let me insert black color, and fill color solid is okay. Medium, beveled. In the options section, let me insert blocks A, B, C, D up to F. There are some other options you can see, but we will stick with these ones. Now click close. You can also decrease its size. Let me show you. You can decrease its size like this. And now if you go to preview, click, you have the option to change edit. Now here I want to insert checkboxes for different items, so I would remove the already inserted text field. For this we can go to checkbox, click, and you can insert. Similarly, you can pin it and use it again and again. Now if you preview it, you can see we can use these checkboxes. I couldn't space out the room items, that's why they looks a little bit jumbled up, so don't worry about it. For the rooms, we can go to this radio button, click over it, and we can click on single, and again you can see it is already pinned, so we would use it again double. Now you can remove the pin option, go to preview. Now these radio buttons are mutually exclusive. If you clicked on one, the other won't be used. Here you can see. Again, we will go to edit section. I will remove the grids. I will remove the text box from the grids. Now we will go on the top of the ribbon. Here we have the option of add a drop down. Click over it. Click, adjust the size. Right click, go to properties. You can change its appearance. Let me select a border color. Fill color white is okay. Line thickness medium. And I would again stick with beveled options, and here we can insert the items 10th, 8th, 11th, 12th. We don't need to use the other options, so we would click close. Now again go to preview, and you can see we have a drop down list where we can add any of the. Similarly, we will use these item section in the same way. Now close, adjust its size. Now here we have date of arrival. You can remove the already inserted text box, and now you can go to add a date field. Click, bring it down, click, adjust its size, and if you preview it, click, and you have a little drop down menu through which you can insert a date. Then go to edit. Let me delete this marks, or you can keep it as such and right click, go to properties, go to format, and here you can see we want only numbers over here. Click. You can choose the decimal, separator style, etc. I would just keep it simple because we want only marks which would be in whole numbers. Click, close, preview. Now if you insert some character, let me write something, it won't work. If I write something like a number, it will be inserted. Your suggestions, we have already an inserted field, and I think this is okay. We need not to change it. Now towards the end, I want to insert two buttons, one for clearing the form and other for submitting the form. For this, I will go to OK, click. I would insert a button over here. Go to properties, appearance. I will adjust its colors, make it thick, beveled, increase the size a little. In the option section, we can insert a label for the button. Let me insert clear form. In the actions, you can go and reset a form. Click add, click OK, and we are good to go. Let me insert one more button. Click OK, bring it over here, go to properties. This time I would go to options, and I want submit a form. Submit. In the actions, I would go to add. Here I would click on submit a form, add, and here you can give your email address or URL or your website. Let me write something, www.xyz.com. Click OK, close. You can increase its size. Lastly, we can use a barcode field. Click and click in the center. Click OK. Again OK. You can see a barcode field has been inserted. If somebody scan it, he would get the entire data of the form. Click. Now go to preview. You can see our form is ready now. Now you need to go to file, and here you have the option of save as other. Click, go to reader extended PDF, and here you can click on enable more tools, include form fill in, save. Click save now. Give it a name, save it on desktop. Now you can close it, and here is our form. Let me use Foxit Reader to open the form, and here is your form. You can insert a picture, You have the option to tick the fields. You have drop down list where you can choose any of the item. You can insert numbers like these. Here you can insert a date, and after submitting and after filling in the data, if you want to clear all these things, you can click on clear form and everything would be cleared off. Lastly, if you want to submit your form, you can click on submit, and here you can see the document is trying to connect to internet. I hope you have learned something new in today's tutorial. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.